everyone, I'm Luanne Ward, and as you know, I come to you every week with dating tips and different subjects and topics for you to ponder the dating world. First of all, thank you to the good folks at Cupid for allowing me to come and share with you. I'm just going to try and move to get this lighting right, sorry. Okay. So much different. It's so different when you actually record something live to what it is when you are actually recording something. So the lighting's absolutely never the same. Okay, this week I wanted to talk about deal breakers. Before I talk about deal breakers, I actually want to let you know that the good folks at Cupid have decided to allow 50% discount off the full membership when you quote the promo code I Love Cupid. So 50% off full membership quoting the promo code I Love Cupid. This should not be a hard one to remember. Okay, deal breakers in relationships. They all vary a little bit. We all have our deal breakers. Oh God, that light's driving me nuts. We all have our deal breakers, but what are your deal breakers? I've put together the top 10 deal breakers, which I haven't just put together in one weekend. And yeah, can you try and do that? That lighting? Yeah, okay, that's better. Perfect. I have my 14-year-old son actually now just holding his hand a little bit over the light, which has made it better. But he has to take it one step too far. There we go. Okay, so what are the deal breakers? When you're trying to meet somebody and you're looking at a relationship and you're thinking to yourself, okay, what do I need this person to have for this to work? I think the biggest one that most people have is, please be single and available. This would be, stop moving the camera. This would be the biggest, most common, I really need the person to be single. So that puts in at number one. Must like children. I think that we can all assume if we have kids, it's pretty much a prerequisite for our, potential partner to like children as well. So that's important. No drug users. Again, I don't think that's out of the question or too much to ask for. No smokers. I don't think there's a lot of people that smoke these days, but for people that don't smoke, trying to have someone that smokes is, sometimes a deal breaker. Must be employed. Kind of have a job. Bit of a deal breaker to be supporting somebody. Not be living with your parents. I think there's a difference between moving home to look after an elderly parent compared to I've actually never lived away from home and I'm 45. So yeah, living independently would be a deal breaker. Not be allergic to cats. I mean, if you've got cats and the person you're trying to date is actually allergic to cats, this can be a deal breaker, because what are you going to do with all your cats? You put that down a little bit, Parker? There you go. Now, what else have I got? Must be accepting of kids. Again, I've said that, haven't I? Or dogs. Now, if you've got dogs and you love dogs and the person that you're dating absolutely can't stand dogs, this is definitely a problem. Religion, having completely different religions. I think it's, if one person is religious and the other person isn't, sometimes this can work. But if you have two very opposing religions, that can be a deal breaker in a relationship. I think there's certain lifestyles, the difference between having hobbies in common, that's one thing, but having a lifestyle that's completely different. If you are dating someone and they own a boat and you're totally scared of water, the chances are that that person that's a boatie is going to go out on boats a lot. So, yeah, not liking water or not liking flying. If you're dating someone that has a small aircraft, I know that sounds crazy, but it's actually not. There's a lot of people that have that are pilots and might want to take you away with them. So that's another deal breaker. But what happens when your bad habits, if you're going to hold that there, thank you. Oh, this lighting is driving me nuts. Okay, so what happens when your bad habits actually then turn into deal breakers. Because I don't think it's a deal breaker necessarily that you have an incident on the road where you're angry at someone and you might break out with some road rage. If it's an isolated incident, I don't think it's going to be a deal breaker in a relationship. But if it's a continuous, every time you get in the car with this other person, you know that it's going to be a drama and they're going to be swearing and getting into fights, this bad habit can be a deal breaker. The same as perhaps obsessive foul language in inappropriate situations. Obviously, everybody swears. You know, we all let it out every now and then, but there's certain words that you wouldn't say in certain situations, and they, you know, that bad habit can be a deal breaker. Something to do with your health that is unaddressed can also be a relationship spoiler and a deal breaker. Someone that snores after having a few drinks happens, but someone that snores every single night, night in, night out, can actually spoil a relationship. So you've got to get medical intervention. Things like IBS. Okay, this is a medical condition, but if it's left untreated, it can actually potentially spoil a relationship because you're not taking care of your health. And that can be a deal breaker in the end as well. So when we think of our deal breakers, we couldn't put in our online profile, hey, I really need someone that doesn't have IBS, but we can certainly look at our bad habits and how they affect other people. Again, these will all vary for different people. Politics is another topic that if you're heavily into politics, which I'm not, so I wouldn't care if someone was right-wing, left-wing, Labour, Liberal, whatever. However, some people that are really passionate about this topic may have to have that as a deal breaker. So think about your deal breakers and your non-negotiables. Try to be as honest with the other person as you can. And if it is an absolute non-negotiable, put it in there so you don't waste your time and you don't waste the time of the person that you're trying to date, okay? Again, be a little bit understanding and forgiving as well, because people's circumstances, they can be in between jobs. So when you say, hey, you must be employed, sometimes you're in between contracts and it might be a couple of months, but someone that hasn't been employed for 4 years, you know, and living off benefits might not be suitable for you in a relationship. So think about your bad habits, clean those up. Don't forget that it's 50% off the full membership price for quoting the promo code of I Love Cupid, so don't forget to do that. It's an easy one to remember. And follow me on Facebook at The Dating Report for more videos and dating tips and blogs. There's a whole pile of stuff on there. So I look forward to seeing you next week, everyone, and until then, have a great week.